Hey everybody. This is a weird way to say everybody. So this is day 2 of my little experiment of I don't really know. Part of it is to help other people get through not just the Christmas season, but fellow believers and followers of Jesus like myself who have suffered to walk through Advent specifically, but in general to help people. But also, after I did the first video, very much became aware, even as I was doing it, that nobody might watch these, and that's fine, because this is also for me. This is a way for me to grieve, and this is how I am processing the latest death in my family, which again is the death of my little brother Andrew. So I hope you all, whoever you all are watching and are benefiting and will benefit from these. But if not, it's not in vain, because I, at least as an extrovert, as my personality type, as an ENFP, if you know Myers-Briggs stuff, I talk things out to process them. I have a lot of introverted friends, and a lot of friends, the way they process things is fully in their mind, and then they can speak it. I speak it out loud because I feel that there is power behind the spoken word just as much as there's power behind the written word. And there's something about hearing your own voice say things that you know are true, but you want a friend to tell you, whether that's, I love you, I'm with you, or a hard truth like they're never coming back, you need to move on, kind of thing. But it does help to speak these things out loud. So again, I don't really know what I'm doing with these videos fully. I am intending to keep them under 10 minutes, hopefully around the 5-minute mark, which I doubt will happen. But that way it's more accessible to people. People can just kind of watch them when they're bored and doing nothing, and they don't have to spend an entire day and a half watching me ramble. So that said, it is currently about 11 p.m. on Monday, December the 4th, 2017. I apologize for the lateness of posting this video. I was going to do it earlier, but part of the responsibility of being the last living person in your immediate family is you have to go through a lot of stuff. And so my sister-in-law had given me this gigantic tote box of just family photos, of literally every family photo that was left, basically. And it had to have had at least, bare minimum 1,200 photos, dating all the way back to, some of them back to the 30s, which quite frankly I think is awesome. Not many of them. There were maybe, a grand total of 30 photos dating before the 1980s, but still. So I've been doing that, and I've been listening to this one song on a loop for about an hour and a half, and pretty much all day. Which has made me very melancholic, very wistful. And then when you add in the photos, I held out fairly well. I've told some close friends I wasn't going to do this alone at night, but it had to get done, and it bothered me because my apartment had exploded with photos, and I did well until the last probably 10 minutes or so, and then I broke down a few times, primarily because of this photo of my brother and me at Halloween. I'm not sure what year it is. It's probably around 1997 or so, where he is Barney and I am, I guess, Frankenstein's monster. So yeah, me in the green. But I kind of lost it when I got to that, and then there were one or two of my mom where I lost it. But and the song, though, that I've been listening to is the theme song to this new Netflix show. I don't know if you've heard of it. I'm already obsessed with it, and I'm only 4 episodes in of 10. But it's called Dark, and it is German. It is Netflix's first German-based show. It's in German. There are subtitles, which I love, because I have been studying German for years now. Went to Germany in May. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen, so it's really cool to brush up on my German and learn more. But it's essentially, in a way, like an adult, darker, no pun intended, Stranger Things. If you've seen Stranger Things, um, but a lot, and I won't give away any spoilers. But I mean, if I say anything, it's based on the trailer alone. So it deals a lot with the concept of loss and of kind of the nature of reality and time. It's very sci-fi-y in a way, and I'm not a big sci-fi fan, but this show has just wrenched my heart and captivated it. And anyway, this title song was a song called Goodbye by this guy named Apparat, and these people called Soap and Skin, and I'll play a bit of it for you in the background while I'm talking. So you can kind of understand how it is kind of melancholic. It's kind of like ambient, and it's just very, I don't know, I just get this mental image of like wandering lost through a forest, which is kind of, it works with the show, with what's happened so far. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about real quick tonight is kind of this, when you're grieving, and especially in the holiday season, how nostalgia and how specifically dreams can screw you over, as good as they can be. They are a two-edged sword. Just last night, I had a very vivid dream, and I often, 95% of my nights have dreams I remember, very vivid. My friends have joked that they're Old Testament level visions, but I have very vivid dreams. Recently I haven't been as much, but last night I did, and I don't remember the details, but I remember I woke up and I literally woke up crying, and I was filled, whatever happened in the dream, it was something that filled me with anger against my mom and sadness towards my brother, and my dad wasn't present. But it reminds me, along with this song, of the show Dark, because multiple times in the first 4 episodes, and again, this is not a spoiler in any way, but the main character, or who I would consider the main character, for reasons I won't disclose, wakes up from night terrors, and is drenched with sweat, and they're very vivid dreams to him. And if you have lost someone, if you're grieving, you will understand what that is, and you will understand night terrors and how both blissful and terrorizing a dream can be. And the reality is that, as C.S. Lewis once said, the problem with grief is that sometimes we have a tendency to remember people as we want them to be and not as they were. And so I want to encourage everyone that is going through suffering and going through loss right now in the holiday season, Christian or not, to understand that our dreams and our memories can be flawed and can be a weapon, as much as they can be a joy, and that if you do have night terrors, one, you're not alone. Having a vivid memory or imagination doesn't make you a freak. If anything, it means you're a very creative, talented person, in my opinion. But don't fear when they happen. In a way, rejoice because you have memories, even if they're a little flawed. Just like photographs capture a moment, but they capture one brief second of a moment of a life, and I'm really at a loss, guys. I don't really know. Again, I told you I've got terrible advice to give. I don't know fully what to say, but in regards to dreams, dreams are powerful, and especially looking at it from the view of Advent, God is sovereign over our dreams. God is, like He's sovereign over everything, and I believe that we have dreams for a reason, not necessarily in the sense that they're, prophetic, or they're symbolic, or they're that they serve a purpose, though, other than the scientific fact of, we go to bed, our brains reset, we process through thoughts that we had throughout the day, kind of subconsciously. But I do think that there's a reason we have those, and it's tough, though. It's very, very tough. So if you're having those dreams, what helps me is to reach out, but again, that's my personality, and to talk about it. I've kept multiple times a dream journal. I've talked to friends about the dreams. I've let friends know I've had the dreams, and if need be, I've gone over to a friend's house and spent the night, especially right after my brother died. I spent a few nights at that house because, like, right now, I live alone. I have lived alone for about a year and some change now, year and a half, and sometimes you need to be around people, especially after you have such vivid affairs. But here I go again, rambling. It's almost been 12 minutes. I apologize. I don't really know. I hope this helps. Again, I hope to plan these out better. Maybe to hopefully have like a theme each night. I don't know. You probably aren't even watching. But for now, I'm going to get done. I've got some stuff to do before I go to bed. And if you haven't seen Dark, watch it. Maybe not if you get easily depressed. But if you like to be introspective and you like kind of the nature of and the philosophy of like what is time, what is our existence, and the nature of how we exist within the spectrum of time, and you just like a good old murder mystery type, missing kid type mystery, supernatural stuff going on, and you like the German language, watch Dark. I recommend it. Again, I'm only 4 episodes in, but it's sehr gut so far. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Tuesday, and I love you all, and hang in there.